everyone, it's Monica, and today I am so excited because I am going to be talking about a topic that is near and dear to my heart, and that is diversity in books. So this video is part of a paid promotion by Disney Publishing in celebration of one of their newest releases, and that is Lavelle by Danielle Clayton. Now, you guys will know if you've watched some of my recent videos that this is one of my most anticipated books of this year. I have been so excited for this one. So I was over the moon when they reached out to me to collaborate on this video about the diverse books that I am most excited to read in the month of February. So of course, on the top of my list, and one that I've already started, is Lavelle by Danielle Clayton. It was, of course, one of my most anticipated books of the year. Also, there's an event happening in New York City in celebration of it, so I really wanted to have it read before that. This book takes place in the world of Orleans, and in Orleans, people are born without beauty. They're born gray. Basically, their bodies are gray, their eyes are, I believe, red, and they don't have hair or any sort of attributes that everyday people in our world would have. The only people who do, however, are the Belles, and they're also the only ones who are able to bestow beauty on others. The world itself is very opulent. It very much so gives very like French Rococo, Marie Antoinette style vibes to me. At the same time, it has, I guess, sort of similar to the Marie Antoinette time period, has this darkness running through it because you have this huge class divide. There's this very extreme commodification of beauty where the only way that people are able to be given beauty is to pay. If you're not able to pay, you're very much so seen as like almost not human at that point if you're not able to, afford these transformations. This story follows Camellia, who is on the cover, and she is wonderful. Basically, she is a belle, and all she wants is to be the favorite, and the favorite is able to live at the royal palace, work with the royal family, and this is all Camellia has ever wanted. However, not all is as beautiful as it seems on the surface, and that is something that Camellia has to learn for herself as she navigates this world. Again, like I said, I just started this one and I have been really enjoying it. I was talking with my friend Kristen actually, and she compared this world to sort of the Capitol from the Hunger Games, and I thought that was so on point and accurate. That's definitely how I feel reading it. You have this world of beauty, but you also have this very like dark underbelly of it that sort of beauty is at the expense of. As far as the representation in this book, Camellia is Black. This is a very interesting world in that there seems to be no race outside of the Belles themselves. Everyone is born gray, and so I'm really interested to see how that plays out. I'm really interested to know like how this world got to this place, because I'm assuming that this wasn't the way things always were, and so that's something that is really interesting to me. And I've also been told that there is both a bi and lesbian character in this book, which is fantastic. Also, really quick, this has nothing to do with what the book is about, but look at these end papers. This is a map of the world. It is hot pink. I want this as my wallpaper. It's wonderful. I'm just really excited that the Belles is now out so that I can just discuss it with everyone as I continue reading it, because I feel like there is so much to discuss in this book. Like, it is very fun and there's a lot of like very beautiful opulent elements to it, but at the same time there's like a lot to really chew on in this book, a lot that I really want to just like have in-depth conversations about with people, especially when it comes to like beauty and class and all that stuff. So really excited for this one to be out in the world. The next book I want to talk about is The Miseducation of Cameron Post, and this is a book that has been on my TBR for far too long, and I'm so excited for it because this actually just premiered, the film of it just premiered at Sundance, and it won the Grand Jury Prize, which is amazing. This story follows a lesbian main character named Cameron Post, who at the start of the novel, both of her parents die, and she is sent to live with her very conservative aunt. And when her aunt finds out about her being a lesbian, she sends her to one of those like pray the gay away camps. So this is a coming of age story that is about being your true self even if the world around you doesn't want you to be, and everyone I know who has read this book has just absolutely raved about it, and the movie itself sounds amazing. I'm so excited for that. I can't wait until the trailer drops. Oh, I need it now. But yeah, I'm so excited to finally pick this one up because, again, it's been on my TBR for far too long. The next book I want to talk about is actually a reread, and I'm actually going to be reading it on my Kindle, and that is If You Come Softly by Jacqueline Woodson. Now, this is a book that I remember when I read it just destroyed me. It follows two characters who both attend this very prestigious elite high school in New York City. The girl is white and the boy is black, and it's about them having a relationship together and how society looks at them and how they deal with being in an interracial relationship and how society treats them because of that. This book was one of the first books that ever really exposed me to what it means to be Black in America, what it means to have that constant fear of authority figures who look at you automatically as an aggressor just because of the color of your skin. This book came out like more than a decade ago, and so, you know, it came to me at this point in my life where like it was incredibly pivotal in shaping my view of the world and opening my eyes to a lot of the horrors of our society. And so I've really wanted to return to it again for so long because it was something that was so important to me growing up. I feel like it is still as timely as it was then today. After that is a book that also comes out this week actually, and that is American Panda by Gloria Chou. This is a book that again, one of my most anticipated books of the entire year. It is a YA contemporary that follows Mei Lu, who is starting her freshman year at MIT to be a doctor. And this is all to appease her parents who want only for her to become a doctor and marry a good Taiwanese man. However, Mei Lu does not want to be a doctor, and she ends up developing feelings for a boy who is not Taiwanese. I think this will probably be my first book reading about a Taiwanese main character, at least in a YA contemporary as far as I can remember. And I'm so excited for that, and I'm also just so excited to read the story about family and growing up and choosing your own path, which just sounds amazing. And again, I love this cover. I'm just so excited about covers that have people of color as main characters, that feature them on the covers. More of this. I think that's just amazing. And then the last book on my TBR is kind of a hefty one. I'm hoping that it happens, and that is The City of Brass by S.A. Chakraborty. It is an Owen Voices Muslim fantasy story that follows a whole host of characters. At the start, we follow Nari, who during a con gone wrong ends up bringing out this dangerous, powerful jinn. She is swept up into this magical world of brass called Devabad. So this is supposed to be a very political fantasy. In this world, there are multiple tribes that are all sort of on the brink of war, and especially once Nari enters the world, it sort of ignites all of these tensions. And so I am just so excited to jump into this one. It sounds just amazing, and from what I understand, the author is a historian, and so I love when you got a lot of like world building and historical elements to it, so I'm really excited for that. So yeah, this plus an extra book on my Kindle is my TBR for the month of February. I'm hoping maybe I'll get to more than this. We'll find out in my wrap up, but I'm really excited this month to be focusing primarily on diverse stories because, again, like I said at the beginning, that's something that is incredibly important to me. It wasn't that long ago when I read my first story by a Korean author about a Korean girl, and I just remember how magical that moment was. It was the Jenny Han To All the Boys I Love Before series, by the way, in case you're wondering. I remember how magical that moment was and how much I connected with that book, and it's something that I hope every single person is able to experience. It's something I want to be able to celebrate more and more on my channel. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you've read any of these, please let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, but no spoilers, please. If you have any recommendations for books that you felt seen in or anything like that, please also let me know. I'd love to hear about it, and I'll talk to y'all next time. Bye!